Hey y'all, hey, welcome to Tootie Talk Sense. Let me do my checks to make sure I'm not talking for no reason, okay? Let me make sure that y'all can hear and see me. Let's see. Yes, you can. Okay, how's y'all day going? Because out here in the shy, baby, this weather is hormonal like a mug, okay? Hold on. Let me stop the camera. I think y'all can still see me. I forgot to bring my tea. And I just looked across. I see my tea looking at me. And I'm like, oh, I forget my tea. But the weather out here is crazy. Like this morning, you would have thought it was going to be a tornado because it was so doggone dark. Okay. Echo. Okay. Because it was so doggone dark, y'all. Now, it been raining, thundering, uh, and all the in between. I think like 2 weeks ago we was snowing, and then it was like 76. Then it was in the 40s. Now it's like tornado warnings and thunderstorm watches, and it was dark as ever. Now the sun just came back out, and the temperature is going up a little bit, but it is wreaking havoc on my doggone sinuses. Okay, so that's why y'all see me here with this tea. It's gonna be like this for a while. I have to take my allergy medicine, which is gonna put me to sleep, so I don't take it. Now that's how my day was going. I think I already said happy birthday to my daughter. That was Monday, my baby. Then my sister, I told you the one we are just talking. Shh. I don't know if we're gonna do April. I'm just giving y'all updates right now. I don't know if we're gonna do April because she had her baby early, and the little baby boy, he's doing well. So prayers up that he'll continue on that journey and get out that NICU soon. And let's see what else coming up. I know I have to make I got some orders that I have to make, so I know hopefully I won't be on here long. So what's going on today out here in these Trump streets and these YouTube streets as well? What's going on, y'all? Now y'all know today's supposed to be Liberation Day. It was supposed to be the day that Trump is doing the taxes. Well, the tariffs that he's imposing the tariff on the other countries. But I was looking to try to see if if he had imposed them yet, because I thought that was supposed to be something in the morning. Why would we wait till nighttime? Don't we need all that tax money according to y'all? So, you know, he's been very slick about it. He's gonna do it, I believe, after the market close is when he's gonna impose the tariffs. So it won't be like this big dramatic effect that you'll see on the market. Is what they are saying he's hoping for. But we'll see. Happy Liberation Day, I guess. Okay. Also, let's talk about that Senator Booker. So I was talking about it yesterday. So Senator Booker was doing a speech on the Senate floor, and it ended up being the longest speech ever in history of the Senate. Who held that record was a white man who was trying to filibuster the Civil Rights Act getting passed. So before he held the record, and I believe it was 24 hours. Now Senator Booker did 25 hours and 4 minutes on the Senate floor, and now he holds the record for the longest speech given on the Senate floor. Some people are saying, "Oh, this was all a big act. This is all a big show," that the Democrats are doing. And I'm like, at least they doing something, because I got tired of them. You know, I got tired of watching them and give excuses. And like Chuck was like, well, we have to give. We have to, like, y'all always giving. Like, do something. I'm over there looking at the Democrats asking them, like,
Girl, it look like you got your wet. Now, did you at least pinch the bitch?
that's what you had to ask them. So I ain't mad at Booker, because at least he pinching a bitch. Like, at least pinch a bitch. Okay, I ain't mad at him for his show of protest, his show of him not agreeing with what's going on right now. So I'm like, go ahead, Senator Booker, because the baby 25 hours and 8 minutes. I be tired at work after 8 hours. I be looking at that clock. By the time I get in there and punch in, I'm looking like how many more hours I got? Eight. Baby, by 7 hours and 39 minutes. I'm like, Jesus, I can't make it, Lord. Help me. So that's what happened with that. So he broke the record and has the for 20 and he ended his speech at 25 hours and 4 minutes. Yeah, I don't know if y'all seen this, that Elon Musk. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. I ain't gonna read the articles, but Elon Musk was over there in Wisconsin with the cheese head on. I don't know how. I know that the democracy is at stake and everything, but how you don't keep from laughing when you see? See, I will see if I can show y'all the image. Let's see. Shit like this right here. So he done went over there to Wisconsin. He spent $28 million on the judge to try to get a judge who the Republican backs elected to the Supreme Court in Wisconsin. So the other judge who was against that was running against him, I say her name was Susan. So she ended up winning the election. So I'm like, you just spent million, $28 million that he went into this campaign to try to get this judge elected. And he was like, yeah, if it worked once with Trump, shit, I might as well keep doing it again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But this time, them people like, no, no, we're not doing it. So that's what happened with that, yeah. So the seat went to the Democratic backed judge instead of the judge that Elon Musk put 28 million into his campaign. Now, did y'all see? I think I could pull that up. Did y'all see? I was reading an article, and y'all know that Target, once Trump took office, Target was like, okay, we don't want no problems. We just gonna, go on with Trump. We're gonna get rid of DEI. So I want to say it was Target. It was a bunch of stores, but I know it was Target, Walmart. If I'm not mistaken, it was probably McDonald's too, because the article I read mentioned McDonald's. Target losing foot traffic. Was it the Black Enterprise, Black Information, Target Foot Traffic, Fortune? That's who I read that article for. Target can't get its footing after its DEI program dismissed in a 40-day boycott against the retailer. I hate these ones that start like that. Block. I got all these pop-ups coming up. I need to disable that. Foot traffic at stores is down for the 8th consecutive week. So that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about. Like Target, and a lot of people thought that, that boycotts don't work and we can't stand together and things of that nature. You didn't hurt the naysayers, because initially what Target tried to do and tried to make it seem like that boycott wasn't affecting them. They tried to be like, well, it's the tariffs, Trump tariffs is what's causing our stock prices and whatever to not stock prices. They were saying that they was going to go up on their prices in the store. And everybody was like, yeah, because that boycott, you need to make up money. They're like, oh, no, it's the tariffs. It's Trump tariffs. Now we're going to have to go up on prices in the store. Now, this article is saying that it's the boycott. The boycott is affecting Target. And that thing been dry as the Sahara. I've been riding past it because it's one. I got to ride past one all the time. I said, yeah, it's a lot, baby. They got parking. Target, they used to have parking. You would have to walk through it. Baby, they got parking. You can pull right on up. Now Costco refused to give up their DEI program. They like, no, that don't make sense. You make more money with when you have a DEI program, diversity, equity, and inclusion. It opened our customer base up, and they spend their mindset. So they refuse to give up their DEI program to satisfy this new administration, and they've been booming. Okay, you can't get in Costco. Yeah, all types of. I'm like, oh my god, you got to be careful. Trying to avoid traffic, trying to avoid accidents, trying to get up in Costco, baby. Target saw foot traffic fall for the eighth consecutive week, extending a losing streak that began just a few days after the company announced it would end its diversity, equity, and inclusion program in late January 20th, right after January 20th, when the president was sworn in. For the week that began March 17th, foot traffic fell 5.7 for Target, according to data from Placers. That's compared to the 7.1 it felt last week and an average weekly decline over the last 8 weeks of 6.2%. In March, in a March 4th earning call, when it reported a 3.1 quarter four loss and a non-specified sales decline in February, y'all know what happened. February Black History. That was a whole month of black people saying they not shopping in Target because you got rid of your DEI. Talk about non-specified. It was us. Give us our credit. Because I've been needing stuff, and that's the closest store right around the corner, and I've been going without. Target executives were bullish about an Easter assortment boosting business, but if it's has so far, it's not reflected in the foot traffic data. They said Target was talking shit, talking about the Easter, because Easter coming up, they finna get them sales back. And this article like lies you tell because the foot traffic is still down. So who coming now? What may have taken the spring out of the Easter bunny hop for Target is a 40-plus day boycott coinciding with Lent, so ending on Easter, spearheaded by Black clergy, for which more than 150,000 have signed up, exceeding organizers' stated goal of 100,000. Target did not respond to a request for comments from retail brew across the traffic slump. At Costco, which unlike Target resisted demands. This article, Patty. They say at Costco, unlike Target, resisted demand from the Trump administration for private companies to dump their DEI program. Foot traffic has continued to grow. For the same weeks beginning March 7th, traffic rose 5.2 and marks its 13 straight weeks of gains over last year. And so, if you can see the comparison, Target average loss is 6.2, where Costco is gaining 5.2 a week. Donald J. Slump. While Target is just one of many companies to cultivate to trumping and get rid of DEI, it may be seeing more of a backlash because of how it's championed racial justice and social justice by name in recent years before skewing the terms. In fact, like Target, Walmart has been on a 7-week traffic decline and McDonald's on an 8-week decline. Both broke the slump in the week beginning March 17th, with Walmart inching into positive territory with a 0.3 traffic gain and Mickey D's with a 2% gain. Compared to Target average loss of 6.2 over the last 8 weeks, Walmart average weekly traffic was down 1.6% and McDonald's was down 3.6%. As consistent as Target foot traffic losses have become, we're in the midst of Target Circle Week, a mammoth sale and marketing push that began on March 23rd and lasts through March 29th. It does not coincide with a Circle Week last year, but rather a week which in 2024 itself down 0.8 compared to 2023. It's hard to fathom Target not improving over that when we revisit foot traffic in a week, but we'll try to suss out apple and apple comparison of how this same Circle week compares to prior one traffic wise. You better go and make an announcement, Target, because when you was with us when it was popular doing the George Floyd Black Lives Matter. You know, you had all these commercials how you include and had Tabitha products up in there and how you opened it up to women and black women and gays and disabled and veterans because that's what DEI is. It's not just white. So you was for us then. Now you so racist. You rather lose money, baby. Ain't enough hate in the world for me to take losing money over my hate. Now, what else, y'all? Is y'all participating in the April 5th million person march? Because if y'all did y'all see the ones on TikTok when they said black people talking about that April 5th and the ancestors are like, sit your black ass down. Let me see if I can find it. I'm trying to pause this. Black block. Come on. It's put down on April 5th. Let's see. Let's see if I can find the video because it's various one that's going around, and it's hilarious, hilarious. Because I'm let me know in the comments. Are y'all plan on marching on April 5th? Because they said our ancestors said to sit down. So I'm just wondering.
A million people.
Sit your black ass down.
Let me see.
A million people are going to march in the United States on April 5th. A million people.
Sit your black ass down.
A million people are going to march.
Yeah, so if y'all like y'all can see, that's a bunch of the videos that people didn't put together. That the ancestors is saying, sit your black ass down on April 5th because did our part. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, now let me see. I think we done got through most of it, y'all. The only thing I wanted to update y'all on, y'all remember that story that I had that I was talking about with these white parents who had adopted I don't know if they officially adopted or was just fostering the black kids, and they turned them into slaves, had them locked in a barn, made them do the field work and everything because it was like a farmhouse and stuff that they live on. They literally adopted black kids to be slaves, and then they tried to lie. Oh, you know what? I emailed the video to myself. Then they tried to lie and was like, "Oh no, the police got called out there." They tried to lie. It was like, "No, that's their playhouse." And the police was like, "Ma'am, the lock on the door is on the outside. How is that their playhouse?" And then once they dug into it, they found out that this family had previous CFS from where they were staying at before. And when a case got ready to get open for them, they moved the kids to the house that they were staying at then. So they went to court. So that's what I want to give y'all the update on. They went to court. They didn't have their day in court, and the judge agreed that don't pass go straight to jail. Okay, and found them guilty, and they will be spending the rest of their natural life in jail. Now you'll see how them kids felt that you had locked up. Now I'm gonna show y'all what the judge had said to him. If
reprehensible, narcissistic defenses that I have ever seen in my years of trial work. And may God have mercy on your souls, because this court will not.
A West Virginia couple will spend the rest of their lives in prison after adopting 5 children, only to subject them to unimaginable horrors, including being locked inside of a shed for days and forced to perform grueling labor. But thanks to those who refuse to stay silent, these monsters will never walk free again. I'm going to speak with civil rights attorney Joe Richardson to dive into this truly disturbing case. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber.
I'm gonna fast forward because this is like
okay. So I'm not going to show. They located a juvenile male and juvenile female locked inside an approximate 20 by 14 foot room. The children had no means to exit the barn on their own, no running water, no bathroom facilities, and were obviously deprived of adequate hygienic care and food. But
the man, she gonna once they found all this, she gonna try. That's a playhouse that we made for the kids. They like going in there.
The horror didn't end there. Inside the main house, deputies made another startling discovery. According to the release, at the main residence, deputies located another small child locked inside alone. The child was observed in an unprotected loft approximately 15 feet high. So Lance and Whitefeather, they later arrived, were subsequently arrested, hit with a felony charge of gross child neglect of a child, resulting in the substantial risk of injury. Later, the charges were upgraded when they were dealt with a whopping 20-count indictment, including human trafficking, child abuse, using a minor.
And did y'all hear that? So they had the 3 kids outside. Then they had one locked in the house. So they literally had house slaves and field slaves.
For labor. By the time they stood trial, they faced, before we go to something on the show, civil rights.
We saw what we saw between the video, the things at the house. It's just problem all the way around, and that they're treated subhumanly. And the only way to describe it is, yes, they're treated like slaves.
What are the civil rights laws that are triggered here? Because again, you don't see these kind of allegations very often, at least from my perspective, in child abuse cases.
Yeah, I mean, boy, where do you start? So theoretically, what you can argue are that the civil rights of these children basically have been taken by their parents. It's kind of strange because you don't normally see it. Normally, the allegations are the criminal side allegations against the parents. There's an argument that there's a problem in the vetting process, but at the very least, there were investigations once they had the children. There were already claims that there were problems that way. And normally, though, it's harder to get a public entity, like it would be the state, a state agency, a county agency.
Don't call her my mother, please. That's my only request to you. Her name is Jan, or don't call her my mother, please. That's my only request to you. Her name is Jan or Miss Whitefeather. Another child saying, I will be something amazing. I will be strong and beautiful. You will always be exactly what you are. Horrible. Judge Mary Claire Ackers delivered the fine. 160 years behind bars.
And instead of apologizing today, because you never have said you're sorry, even though Miss Whitefeather,
I wish in addition to the time, they can also get whipped like slaves used to get whipped. Like, I know that'd be cruel and unusual punishment, even though it was done. I think that that should, if it was a way to include it, they should have included it.
You say you made some mistakes. You're not sorry for them. And Mr. Lance, I didn't hear you apologize either when you had the opportunity. But what you did do was put on one of the most reprehensible, narcissistic defenses that I have ever seen in my years of trial work. And may God have mercy on your souls, because this court will not.
Now, the couple was also ordered to pay $280,000 each in restitution for the children's future therapy and medical care. Joe, why do you think that they were convicted, and why do you think Lance wasn't convicted across the board? I find it interesting.
I want to hear that part again.
Will not.
Now, the couple was also ordered
That's
to
my
pay 200.
favorite part right there.
Even though, Miss Whitefeather, you say you made some mistakes, you're not sorry for them. And Mr. Lance, I didn't hear you apologize either when you had the opportunity. But what you did do was put on one of the most reprehensible, narcissistic defenses that I have ever seen in my years of trial work. And may God have mercy on your souls, because this court will not.
Now, the couple was also ordered to pay $280,000 restitution.
Let him use you, Judge, okay? Let him use you. When he's speaking to you, let him use you. May God, you just ask God about it. Try Jesus, not me, because I lay these years, okay? Let him have mercy on your soul, because you didn't even try to apologize. Like, but damn, I apologize to some Negro kids. And so that, but I think that it's gonna be it for today. Was there anything y'all wanted to talk about before I get on up out of here? Because I got to make some orders. There's some things that I have to do today, so I ain't gonna be on here too long. Let me tell y'all what we done went through. In case y'all came in late, that way y'all can go and catch the beginning, the video from the beginning. You know, go replay it, watch it. Also, don't forget to like the video while you're in here watching. So I went over Cory Booker, who had the longest speech in history. Now it was 25 minutes, 25 hours and 4 minutes, and that knocked out the previous racist person who held that seat, who held the record. The previous person who was a racist held that record, and he did a 24-hour speech because he was trying to filibuster the civil rights bill getting passed. Also, we went over Elon Musk, President Musk, who get 28 million for a Republican judge campaign in Wisconsin, and the judge ended up losing. So I'll beep beep. Then we talked about the loss that Target is having. Target, Walmart, and McDonald's have seen a loss since they got rid of their DEI program. And lastly, we talked about the April 5th. If y'all gonna march on April 5th, or if you're gonna listen to your ancestors and sit y'all black ass down. That's it for today, y'all. Y'all have a good day. I'm finna get on up out of here. And I will catch y'all tomorrow, 4 o'clock, same time, same place. Bye.